Okay, hello everyone, welcome to the OneClass channel. My name is Andrew and I'm currently doing stats and math at University of Toronto. Today we'll be going over some commonly asked mathematics questions at both the high school and college levels. If you need some homework help or tutoring, please check out the link in the description below. Okay, so now let's start our session for today. Okay, let me just zoom in a bit. All right. So the first question is asking us, how do we simplify e to the exponent of ln x? Okay, so let's write that down. Oops. So how do you simplify e to the exponent of ln x? Okay, so in order to solve this given functions, first we need to equivalent to y. So first thing we do, step one, we will let y is equal to e to the exponent of ln x, okay? And then our second step, we will take the natural logarithm of both sides of the equation, okay? So there's another color, so take natural log of both sides of the equation. Okay, so we will have ln y is equal to ln e to the exponent of ln x. Okay, so we pretty much just add an ln on both left hand side and right hand side. Okay, and step 3, so that should be pink. Okay, and then let me see. Yep. So and then we'll apply the power rule. So power rule for logarithm. So we will have ln y is equal to ln x times ln e. Okay, and then next step, we know that ln e is just equal to 1 because there's a invisible base e, so e to the exponent of 1 is equal to e, right? So the equation can be simplified to just another color. So ln y is equal to ln x, and y is just equal to x. And yep, so our next step, we substitute y is equal to e to the exponent of ln x back into the equation. So we will have e to the exponent of ln x is equal to x. Okay, so therefore we can write our conclusion. Therefore, e to the exponent of ln x can be simplified to x. Okay. Yep, so that's all we get for this question. Okay, So let's leave a comment there. So solution is correct. Well done. Okay. So our next question is asking us to convert 1.3 into a fraction and a percent. Okay. So first let's talk about 1.3. Okay. So 1.3 is writing a in a decimal form, and we can separate the whole number first. Okay, so 1.3 is just 1 plus 0.3. Okay, so that's the first thing we know. So 1.3 is equal to 1 plus 0.3. Okay, so that's the first thing. And the second is dealing with the 0.3 part. So 0.3 it just literally means 3/10. 3/10 TENTHs. Okay, and since its place value in tens, or since its place value is in tens, or we say 0.1, so 0.3 is just equal to 3/10. So for say you have a cake and you cut it to 10 pieces, and then you only take 3 pieces out of them. Okay, so 0.3 is equal to 3/10. So the original equation can be written as 1.3 is equal to 1 plus 3/10. Okay, so now we only need to dealing with the one part, because the other part is already a fraction. Okay, so the third step, we need to express 1, which it is a whole number, into fraction with same denominator, oops, as the other fraction part. Okay, and we can get the numerator by multiplying the number to the denominator. Okay, so in our case, the other part fraction is 3/10, so we want to convert 1 into something over 10, and we know that 1 is just equal to 10/10. So yeah, so we can rewrite our equation as 1.3 is equal to 1 times 10/10 plus the other part, which is 3/10. So we have 10/10 plus 3/10. And then since we have the same denominator, so we can just do the adding for the numerator. Okay, so adding numerator. Okay, so we will have 13/10. Okay, yep, So that's how we convert this into a fraction. Okay. Okay. So the second part is asking us to convert it to percent. Okay. So 2%. Okay. So let's write it here. There's only one simple step. So to express a decimal into percent, we just need to multiply it by 100%. Okay? So 1.3 is equal to 1.3 times 100%. And so that means we need to move the decimal point to the right for 2 units, and we add a percent sign at the end. So that's going to be 130%. Okay? Yep. So now we can write the conclusion for this question. So therefore, 1.3 can be expressed in fraction as 13/10, and in percent as 130%. Okay. Okay, so that's all we have for this question. Okay, let's leave a comment there. So solution is correct. Well done. Okay. Okay. So our next question is asking us, what is the exact value for tangent 60? Okay. Oops. Let's copy down the question. What is the value for tangent 60? Okay, since it's asking for tangent 60 and we know 60 is a special angle, so we can create a special triangle with one of its interangle being 60 degrees. Okay, so that's 60, and that's a right triangle, so therefore the other angle would be 30. Okay, and let's call this ABC. And the side is going to be little a, little b, and little c. Okay, so remember, if we come across a question that had the right triangle with 30, 60, 90, it always follows a fixed ratio of size. So that's going to be ratio of size. That's going to be A and B and C is going to be equal to 1 and U3 and 2. So let's say A is X, so C will be 2X, B will be U3X. Okay? So that's the first thing. And the second thing we need to know is whenever we talk about tangent theta, no matter what degrees is that, it's always going to be opposite over adjacent. So in our case, that will be tangent 60, and we focus on the 60-degree angle, which is B in our case. So the opposite is gonna be B, and the adjacent will be A, because we know C is the hypotenuse. So we know B is root 3x, and A is just x. So tangent 60 is equal to root 3. Okay? Yep. So our answer is correct. Yep. Or if we look at our junior tutor's answer, he or she is approaching this question by using the unit circle. Okay, and yeah, still tangent A is equal to y over x, where y is the y coordinate of the point, and x is the x coordinate of the point. So we just need to find 60, and then we use the y coordinate over x coordinate. Let me just copy that down. So okay, so that's the x-axis and y-axis, and that's a unit circle. Okay, and we only need to find out the coordinate for 60 degrees. Okay, so that's 60, and we know from the graph it is 1 over 2 and root 3 over 2. Okay, and that's the x coordinate, and that is the y coordinate. And we know tangent A is just equal to y over x, which is going to be root 3 over 2 over 1 over 2. Okay, so that's going to be equal to root 3 over 2 times 2, which is going to give us root 3 as our answer. Okay, yeah, so either way works. You can use the way I showed you here, or you can use the unit circle way. I mean, either way will give you the correct answer, which is root 3. Okay, so let's leave a comment. Solution is correct. Well done. Okay, so next question. We have an integral. How do you solve for integral sine 2x dx? All right. Okay. So, in order to evaluate this given function, we'll need to implement integration by using substitution. Okay. So, solving by substitution. Okay, so we will use the letter u to substitute whenever in the bracket, which is the 2x part. All right, so let's write that down. So let u is equal to 2x, and therefore du dx is just going to be equal to 2, and we just move dx to the right hand, and to the right hand side. That's going to give us du is equal to 2 times dx. Okay, or we can play around with that. This is also going to be equal to, I mean, du over 2 is equal to 2x. Yep. So by letting u is equal to 2x, we have this 3 following equation. Okay. And yep, our next step, we will replace the values of sine 2x and dx in the given integral. So we will have integral sine 2x dx is equal to sine, instead of writing 2x, we write u. And we also know that du is equal to, dx is equal to du over 2. So that's going to be times du over 2. And the dx is from this part. Yeah. So du over 2 is equal to dx. And we have the u is from right here. Okay, so we sub that in. And then we solve for one more step. So this also going to be equal to 1 over 2 integral sine u du. Okay? So next step, we know that integral sine u du is equal to cosine u. So we can use this to simplify the equation, which will give us integral sine 2x dx is equal to 1 over 2 negative cosine u. Okay, and now we need to sub u is equal to 2x back into the equation. Back to the equation. So we will have sine 2x dx is equal to negative 1 over 2 negative cosine u plus c, where c is just the constant, and oops, there should be no negative. And we take the negative sign out, so that's going to be negative 1 over 2 cosine, that's 2x, and then plus c. Yep, so that's the end of this question, and we can write our conclusion. Therefore, integral sine 2x dx is equal to negative 1 over 2 cosine 2x plus c. Yeah, so that's the end for this question. Oh, and just keep in mind, whenever you're solving for integral, never forget your constant, which is a c, okay, which is this part. Okay, and let's just recap this question. So whenever we see a question or integral like this, and you say maybe 3x or 4x, something like that. Uh, in the bracket, we always solve by substitution. So we let u is equal to the number, and by letting u is equal to whatever that is, we can always take the derivatives of that, and then we will replace the value of that in the given integral. Okay, and then after doing your calculation, just remember to sub u is equal to whatever that is back into the equation and add a c as the end. Yep, and write your conclusion. Yep, so that's all we have for this question. Let's leave a comment there. So solution is correct. Well done. Oh, okay. So our next question is asking, is 0 a rational number? So in rational number, we just need to remember one thing. Is a rational number is a number that can be expressed as a fraction of two integers. Okay, so let's write the keyword down. A fraction of two integers. Okay, and an integer is just a set of positive and negative whole numbers. So like -10, -9, -8, blah blah blah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All those are integer. Oh, and also 0 is an integer. And yeah, so 0 can be considered a rational number since it can be expressed as a fraction of two integers. So 0 over 8, 0 over -2, 0 over 3, those are all gonna equal to 3. I mean, all gonna equal to 0, and it can be expressed as a fraction of two integers. So therefore, 0 is a rational number. Okay. Solution is correct. Well done. Yep. So I think that's all we have for today. And if you enjoyed today's Q&A and would like to be notified of when we do this next, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell below. And if you would like to submit your own questions, please read the link in the description. Remember to leave a like and a comment and share this video with a friend. And this has been Andrew from OneClass. I hope to see you soon.